All right, how high am I cooking in this room? He said, how high on the priority list is edge rusher for the Detroit Lions? Let's talk about it. Hit the subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. All my social media links, subscription. Twitter's the fastest way. And Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Facebook, the fastest way to reach me. All in the description. All right, if you want to advertise in the video, subscribe, bell icon button, whatever the situation may be. Now, we've done some homework on Kayvon Thibodeau and Aiden Hutchinson. And like I said, you know I love Michigan. I love the local guys. But we came to the all right, sheesh. Skin dry too, the winner. We came to the realization that neither one of them are deserving to be number one right now. Now things can change in the interview room. Um, when they interview the combine, somebody might run fast, but the media is pushing these guys as number one, number two, and I don't really believe it. And it's a bunch of pass rushers in this room in this draft. At least right now, it's the board stand that 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 can go. You know, Purdue guys right behind them. Dude guy from Purdue, and you know, so yeah. I mean, like I said before, I just think they both had injury issues throughout their college career. Numbers very similar. How they play different. They play different. They body structure is different, but they listed around the same weight. When college weight and height is really being is a lie. So it's not official. It's kind of like high school and DPS, where in the high school games where the coach sending numbers into the paper, say you got you might score 20 points, but say you got 10 assists and 10 rebounds too. You know, and it just be a lie. So really, man, it's really at this point we got to really break these dudes down, not listen to ESPN, McShay, whoever else, NFL Network replaced Mike Mayock with. You got to really look at these guys and say, you know what, position, all right, stay like who's the best guys, how good are they? They're not Peyton Manning, it's not Von Miller, it's not Khalil Mack, it's not Lawrence Taylor, all right, it's not guys like that. Cam Newton, we don't have any elite talent in there like that. So now you got to figure out, you know, what else talent do you have around those guys? And right now, Hamilton, Thibodeau, Hutchinson, Hamilton round out the top three. Guy from Purdue round out the top four. And then five is probably to tackle him, right now from Alabama, which these things can change. O'Neal or whatever. They round out the probably the top five as of right now, and it changes. Somebody medical, somebody might run, somebody workout might be trash, combine might be trash, somebody might be good, somebody might rise, somebody may separate. Okay, so when you look at it, personally, I don't believe these two guys. They're the two best in the draft. This draft in a lot of trouble. But you got different drafts. Like Holmes said, you got drafts that's deep. You got drafts that's heavy at the top. You got draft that's heavy in the middle. You got drafts that's evenly proportioned. They always type of difference. You got to figure out what type of draft. You got defensive heavy draft. You got quarterback heavy draft. You got this different drafts where you get bang for your buck throughout the draft. And right now, you look at the priorities of the Detroit Lions. The number one priority is quarterback. No matter how you slice the cake, no matter how you look at it. If you look at what Jared Goff did, he didn't perform as good as Charles Harris. He didn't perform as good as Julian McCord this year, which he flashed finally this year. The guys on the edges, for the most part, played better than he did. If Romeo would have stayed healthy, I think he would have figured it out standing up. So when you look at it from that perspective, which that's not the only perspective you look at it from, but from that perspective, you know what I'm saying? He's a priority. It's the most important position. Are you people putting expectations on the Lions going into 2022 season? And the expectations that's being put on the Detroit Lions is that they're a team on the up. But did we not see Jared Goff perform this season? Arizona game was okay, but a lot of the games they won was based off the defense. So when you look at it from a certain angle, he's the number one priority. People say, well, There's no quarterbacks in this draft, and I disagree. We can't say it's not no quarterbacks in the draft because this last year's draft class, the media hyped it up as one of the greatest draft class out there. And I told y'all, man, that Trey Lance needed to sit, and that's what happened. It's not hard, for you to go. Now, don't take my word. Don't take make my Mike Mayock word. Don't take nobody word but yourself. Go look for yourself, and it's evident. If you got a lick of competence in this football game, look at it. It's not hard. It's not hard, bro. It's not rocket science. I promise you, it's not. And looking at it, bro. Do your homework. Last year they said that this is going to be one of the greatest quarterback drafts. Lawrence is looking booty cheeks. He looking big booty cheeks out here, looking terrible. He looking stanky dank out here, and he's not looking good at all. Justin Fields not looking good at all. Blame Nagy, blame Ryan Pace, blame Pacemaker, blame Peacemaker, whoever you want to blame. But the fact of the matter is, organizations are responsible for more busts than individuals. Organizations are responsible for busts more than individuals. I'll say it again. Organizations are responsible for players busting more than an individual player. It's true. It's true. I do. Everybody know. If you old enough, everybody know who love Orange Soda, don't we? If you don't, hey, I don't fault you. All right, that's just the way it is. So when you look at it in its totality, I said it was a great draft last year, great quarterback draft. And right now, it's looking real suspicious. Davis Mills was drafted in the 3rd round? I don't know sure what quarterback he was taking. You can't listen to the experts. You got to do your due diligence. I know Davis Mills from Atlanta. Shout out to Atlanta. He was a 67 pick in the 3rd round. Arguably gave the Houston Texans the best chance to win. After a while, he did over Tyrod Taylor. And he was third round pick. Not sure what quarterback number he was picked. But and how you start and how you finish. I said how you start and how you finish. Nope. But mine was one pick in front of him, 66. So, like I said before, you have to do your due diligence. Y'all said it was a great quarterback class last year. Oh, wait, the class next year going to be better. Spencer Radley. I said Emory Jones, a lot of guys. And who here? Matt Carroll, who got injured. Malik Willis. Kenny Pickett came out of nowhere this year. Well, Joe Burrows came out of nowhere the other year. He in the playoffs right now. So when you look at all of this, bro, just because they selling you the 2 best players, I don't see that. And I'm very superficial in this process. I'm very superficial in this process. I'm just playing with my food in this process, bro. I haven't even really dug in yet. And I'm gonna begin to really begin to dig in next week. You may not reap the benefits till maybe after the Super Bowl for the most part. But maybe if I think somebody's super overrated or I love somebody, I might just do a prequel spotlight on. But really, we learned around the combine time for me. And after the combine for me, it really starts spitting. But I'm gonna start putting these things together, bro. I'm gonna start picking who I want. I mean, my track record is good. Nobody gonna give me credit for it. It's really good. It's really good. I told you I love Charlie Gardner Johnson. I love Jonathan Taylor. People said he fumbled too much. I'm like, bro, that can be corrected. My eye for talent, man. I don't have the greatest resources, and I don't watch that much college football like I used to. But like I said before, let these dudes underperform at the combine. Guess what? You got to put a play together next year to put yourself in position to get you a guy. And if you ain't, and that don't necessarily mean the draft. You in position right now to go get somebody. If you can pillow talk Deshaun Watson, Aaron Rodgers, I know you want to stick to Green Bay. That's more like, but you in position. There's a few guys that might be available this draft. And I feel like somebody you can win with. But like I said before, do your homework. And there are some very talented guys in this draft. So we'll see. We'll see. But it's a lot of edge rushers in here. Jermaine Johnson. It's another cat from Mississippi State off the edge. Jordan Davis inside. Rusher. David Ajabo. George Karlaftis. It's a hell of a last name. I'm gonna go on the limb and say he white. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. Hey, I apologize. I feel like he's white. I just going off his last name. No bias here. I'm telling you, it's a kid from Mississippi State. I don't really agree with this board or name concurring what I've seen from other people, but you know what I'm saying? Go to another one, right? I mean, there is. There is. I mean, there is talent through this boy. So this board is more kind of what I've seen. Not saying this is more right than the other one, but you know what I'm saying? So all these movements, look like the other one. I think I was looking at the Pro Football Focus one. But yeah, like I said before, man, I mean, I'm gonna talk about Kyle Hamilton tomorrow if I remember, because I ain't wrote it down yet or put it in my notes. But I don't think them two is the best there. I said when I watch Kyle Hamilton, bro, I'm just concerned about the little injuries. But when I watch him, he freaky. And there's just so many things that you can do. You worry about stopping guys like, Kittles and, the type of guys you got to go against Gronkowski to be able to, make it through. He freak. And not just a freak athlete, man. This dude, man, coverages is nasty. I'm going off the talent alone. I'm not going off position. Now, as far as priority, the defensive end, the edge rusher, for Lions quarterback is the priority. Second to none. It's the priority. Then receiver is the second priority. Quarterback is the priority. Receiver is the second priority. Then I would go edge. Now people say, well, you know what? My bad. I'm gonna go edge. I'm gonna go quarterback, inside linebacker, receiver, then edge. And people say, man, why you ain't going high on the receiver? Like I said before, you eventually get Romeo back next year. The depth at edge rusher in this draft is very deep. So you find somebody because you got a late first round pick too. So there's some guys in there, man. I think if you find a quarterback sometime in the draft you believe in the future, then I think you knock receiver down and edge moves up a spot. So, but inside linebacker is important, but you look for that in the late first, middle first down there. You so bad there, and you need somebody to be a dog. So yeah, like I said before, it may change depending on the personnel and free agency. But right now, I go quarterback, inside linebacker, receiver. Now, edge move to the top 3 if you find a guy for the future. But if Goff gonna be your guy going in next year and in the future, you got to get him a number 1. So that's my train of thought there. But like I said before, if one of them guys is the guy, you got to take him. Take the best player available. And if it's even between Hamilton, if it's even between the Neal character, the tackle from Alabama, if it's even, then you go positional group. So, like I said before, I understand taking Hutchinson and which one fit better. Thibodeau fit better. Thibodeau seemed to have more athleticism to drop in our scheme. Not saying he's a better player, but he has the athleticism to drop. Hutchinson does stand up in the Michigan games, but then you got to teach him how to drop in the coverage and play the flash. But if you go into a more 4-3, I favor Hutchinson. But as far as what we do scheme wise, it's Trayvon Thibodeau and also Kayvon Thibodeau. And also thing about Thibodeau is that if he run well, you might as well lock him in. The Jaguars probably gonna go tackle or Thibodeau because him and Josh Allen being bookends in there is nasty. Now you talking about what's the difference between him going in there if he's the guy and And Hamilton, the impact. One thing about Thibodeau is his injury history scares me, and his frame scares me. Very light in the ass, you know. And Hamilton, I think if he health check out right away, he's an impact player. Right away, I think he has more superstar potential than anybody in this. I mean, top part of this draft. I just think him being able to cover on the outside, him playing the single high, deep half, robbing, get better at run support. I just think he start. But if Thibodeau get his man body, he probably his ceiling is higher because if he gets stronger and durable, you know, it's gonna be a problem. But yeah, I understand when people love him because the media told you that Kiro was the number one guy and they, you know, showed great highlights of him. You'll be going with that. But do your own homework. But for me, the five biggest needs in order as of right now is the quarterback position by far, inside linebacker, receiver if you keep Jared Goff right away, and then it's the edge for me. But I'm not saying that's in any type of order. That's what they should have to pick. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I like Cal Hamilton the most, but I'll explain that tomorrow. But like I said before, Hutchinson and Thibodeau's the same person. They both got injured through their college career, missed a lot of time. They both weigh about the same. Hutchinson is a different. He played more power to speed. Thibodeau, they both pretty much, but Thibodeau just got a better burst, and the burst always is gonna sell thanks to Lawrence Taylor. So let me know what you girls and guys think. Check Detroit Lions Talk playlist out. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. All my social media links on in the description. Twitter's the fastest way to Instagram and Facebook, or Facebook and Instagram. Want to make a video request to chop it up, advertise channel, hit me up on my social media links there. Want to make a financial donation, Cash App, CJ, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link, description, best way to donate. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate the love, support. Check Detroit Lions Talk playlist. I'll let me know.